p.m. Closed session. Roll call, please.
Trustee Garrett, present. Trustee Occhipinti. Trustee Salahuddin.
Here.
Vice President Lee.
Here.
President Tejada.
Here. Can we get an approval of the agenda? Are there any changes?
No changes.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Approval of the minutes?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
There's nothing to report out of closed session. Communications?
Well, we know we approved that.
We approve it.
that?
We approved the settlement agreement.
Oh, yes.
Case 220002.
Okay, so to report out of closed session that we approved by a vote of 4-0, the settlement agreement, case number 22-002. And I have to remember that we do have someone translating, so I need to speak slower. Communications, board report, Ms. Garrett,
Nothing to report tonight.
Ms. Salahuddin,
It's summer, nothing to report.
Mr. Lee.
Nope, just glad that we're on vacation.
Okay, I have nothing to report as well. Ms. Presta, superintendent's report.
Only one thing to report, and that is that there was a pride flag was stolen from Oceana this past week. I sent a message to the entire district to basically speak out against that and let the district know that the flag is now flying again. That's it for me.
Thank you.
Thank you. Do we have a report from AFT Local 1481?
We do not.
Okay, and a COVID-19 response update?
We do not have a report tonight.
Okay, so now on to our consent agenda items.
Move to approve consent.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Now we'll move on to,
Did you want?
oh, yes. So I would like to introduce our new vice principal for Westmore High School, Victor Zhao.
Everybody. It is really good to meet you all once again, some of you. Thankful and very grateful for the opportunity to serve as a vice principal at Westmore High School. It is a humbling experience, and I hope that anybody who's out there is listening knows that I'm looking to make a new home at Westmore. I'm looking to stay there for a while. I'm looking to build some roots in the community, and so I'm very glad you've trusted me with this position, and I'm hoping I can live up to it. Thank you.
Welcome.
Welcome. Thank you.
so much.
Do we have any public comment?
Nope.
Okay, we have our action items. Human resources,
So
would you like to?
I just have a question. I'm wondering if we could take all these items as one action, or do we have to go through each one individually?
Let's see, I think it would be okay. Ms. Lujan, do you think that,
On items A1 through 6 are all variable term waivers.
Okay.
So I can just present the 6 variable term waivers for your consideration and open it for any questions you may have.
Right.
okay,
Move to approve all 6 of those items, so that's 14A 1 through 6.
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
And now for item 7, the job description for the credit recovery enrichment teacher.
Thank you. But the item before you this evening is a new job description that we collaborated to create. It would create a position that supports students after school in support positions. So it might be credit recovery through Apex or enrichment. The creation of a job description will enable us to actually recruit for these openings.
All right,
Move to approve the credit recovery enrichment teacher job description.
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Now on to business services, exclusive collaboration agreement with Eden Housing, Inc. and Core Affordable Housing. Ms. Van Raphorst.
Thank you. Good evening, President Tejada. Good evening, members of the board. As you may remember, in a previous meeting, you authorized the release of an RFP to solicit proposals from affordable housing developers to partner with us on our Serramonte Del Rey project. We received 3 really great proposals, and with help from Brookwood, there was an extensive selection process. I'm happy to recommend to you tonight, on behalf of the selection committee, that we enter into an exclusive collaboration agreement with the development team of Eden Housing and Core Affordable Housing. This agreement does not include any financial impact at this time, but allows us to start exploring all of the possibilities for the Serramonte development, like how many affordable units we might include, what level of affordability could be offered, and how we can set aside space for Head Start and for individuals with disabilities. So before we begin any discussion tonight, we do have representatives from Eden and Core to provide a brief presentation about their organizations. And I'll let you introduce yourself, please.
Good evening. I'll speak slowly so Rich can join me. I'm Andrea Osgood, Senior Vice President of Real Estate Development for Eden Housing. Really thrilled to be here tonight with Rich and the rest of our team back here. I do think we have a PowerPoint that's going to come up, but I can speak without it. So we're just really thrilled to be here, really excited to be partnering with you. And this is a collaboration between 2 different companies. Eden Housing is a nonprofit. We're based in Hayward, and we've been in operation for 54 years. And Core, this will be, we've partnered with them before, and we're really excited about this partnership, and really brings a whole vertical integration from upfront development, which both of us do, but also Core has their own integrated GC arm, and we have our own property management and resident services arm. So really bring a whole breadth of skills for this kind of development. So we can go to the next slide. And the next slide. And I kind of talked about that, just that we're both developers, but with the general contractor on the Core side and the resident services and property management on our side. Next slide. So Eden, as I mentioned, is a nonprofit, affordable housing builder, owner, operator, and resident services provider. We got our start actually by a group of volunteers in their community that wanted to do something about fair housing and open housing, and worked on a bill that wasn't able to pass, but they said, forget it, we're just going to build housing that's open to everyone. And so they did that kind of like a Habitat for Humanity style, rolled up their sleeves and built 6 homes in Oakland, and really have never looked back. We still own the first multifamily property that we built in Hayward today, and we are statewide with over 150 properties. So next slide. This talks a little bit about our resident services. You can see here, we do all kinds of things at our properties to really help our residents thrive. So sometimes that's food donation and delivery. We have great activities for kids to keep them engaged after school and during the summer. We do a lot of outreach on National Night Out. We'll be having lots of parties all over our portfolio and definitely welcome visitors. Next slide. This just shows you kind of the breadth of our work. Obviously very focused here in the Bay Area, but really statewide with properties also in Southern California. And next slide, I think, is a video that we'll play, just showing some pretty pictures of some of our other work.
In our society,
we're about a place that welcomes people from all walks of life, all economic backgrounds.
For the people that are disenfranchised or lower income or somehow disadvantaged in our society, we must make allowance for them.
And I think in Eden, we really take that very seriously. home is the place that you go where you have real security, where you feel like you're safe, where you feel like you're surrounded by community and by people who support you. And so when we think about the homes that we build, we really try to think about how do we provide that for our residents.
My first job after college was working for the city of Hayward. And Hayward was trying to encourage family housing because some elderly housing was being built and very little family housing was being built. The mayor at that time was Eileen Weinreich, who embraced the idea and worked closely with me to try to do that program.
I've always been interested in housing, and affordable housing was obviously something that doesn't happen automatically. You've got to make it happen.
Eileen suggested we consider contracting with a nonprofit.
So I convinced some of my people.
If it doesn't share on the Zoom, I mean, I think we could just post this to our webpage or something if people at home want to watch it.
So she said, why don't we see if Eden...
I mean, can't they, like, film it with the camera?
Oh, it's on? Okay, cool.
It starts with,
It's okay.
do you have a safe place to go home at night? Is there someone who cares about you there when you arrive home? Is it a neighborhood that you want to live in? Is it a place where your kids can walk to school safely? What does it mean to have a home? We're living in a time where it's very easy to talk about people in ways that polarize us. But I believe, and I think all of us at Eden believe, that it starts with where you live, but where you're born can change your outcomes. I think that we have a role in leading a different dialogue. And you do that by telling the story of the people that we work with and the communities that we've changed.
Those technical difficulties, just a couple more pictures there.
Great.
Thank you. I'm happy to take questions later, but I'm going to hand it over to Rich.
Thank you so much. I'm Rich Trumpler, and I'm Senior Vice President of the Core Companies, and I'm here tonight with Carl and Tracy, who are integral team members. The Core Companies is a family-owned, fully integrated housing developer and builder that's been operating for over 30 years. And our passion is housing of all types. And one of the things, I really like some of the Eden slides because it's more than just housing, it's about the community. To realize this complex development is something that we've been successful with in master planning. It's engaging the community and working with them, but the work doesn't stop just at the project's inception. It continues throughout. And I think one of the things that I'm really proud about working for Core is that we build, hold, and operate. And so we've been in business for 30 years, and we get to see the positive outcomes, and we understand the services and support required for people to have successful lives in these communities that we build. I think our approach and consistency has allowed us to gain that trust and allowed us to participate in complex entitlements. And I think that the outcomes have been win-wins when we look at it historically, and we really look at approaching it from that perspective. You know, how do we deliver housing? How does this become a community asset? With that, I think. Let me give another try. No problem.
We have another video.
We have
All right. Second time's a charm.
Yeah, we can get it. Yay.
The Core Companies is a housing developer and a housing builder. We build affordable housing, workforce housing, both for rent and for sale. Core is organized as 3 affiliates. We have Core Affordable, which is our division that develops and builds affordable rental housing. Core Builders is the general contractor that does construction for our own projects as well as third-party construction. And Core Residential where we do both rental and for sale housing for workforce families. CORE was founded by my father about 25 years ago. What makes us successful is we're able to create value in properties and in neighborhoods where others might not see it. We've been fortunate to partner with the likes of CalPERS, Bank of America, Prudential, JP Morgan Chase, to name a few. I think one of the key attributes of the core companies is trust. I think you can trust us to develop a quality project. I think our investors could entrust their capital in us and to be successful with it. And I think the cities could trust us to execute and perform what we said they could do. We've always said that no one project is more important than our relationships. And the 25 years of history, of success, I think is a key component to what we bring to the stakeholders we work with. I think the future for the core companies is bright. My vision for the company is to continue on its history of success in focusing in urban environments, green developments around transit, and try to create housing environments, whether it's for ownership or for rental, market rate or affordable, where people can live, work, and play.
And then we could probably go to the next slide too. And first, I wanted to also thank you so much for the opportunity. We see it, we're very excited to be potentially engaged or be engaged and start working with Brookdale and becoming an integrated part of both the community and also the development team, and appreciate the opportunity.
So with that, there is an exclusive collaboration agreement before the board tonight that, again, like I said, would just allow us to start working with Eden and CORE to plan the rest of the development, work with the city, go through all the steps. And there's no financial impact.
Questions or comments?
I'm excited about the partnership and where we're headed, and with just having had the chance to be part of the interview team a few weeks back, just really excited about what you bring to the table for us on this large project.
Absolutely. Really, really excited. I like that the philosophy of both CORE and Eden, it seems to fit with what we're looking for to build a community asset, and that it's more than just housing, that you're engaging the community. We're really trying to build something here, more than just buildings, because we have families that we have wraparound services we want to provide, and I'm just really, I implicitly trust our team at the district office that our facility subcommittee, Ms. Van Rapport, Ms. Phillips, completely in finding the right people for us. So thank you. Really looking forward to it.
Yes, I'm also very excited to move forward and start working together. Everyone knows that housing is a passion of mine, and really thinking about housing and dignity and humanity, right? And how do we make sure that people live and not just survive? And then really thinking about, it's not just plopping someone in affordable housing and thinking everything's going to be okay is not a sustainable model. And I've seen it in Habitat not work well sometimes, that there is a need for continued engagement. There is a need to support the huge adjustment of, moving into a home, being responsible, having this huge, as someone who's homeless and then was placed into a home, there's almost a panic, almost like I can't lose it. And sometimes you don't make great decisions. And it was really nice when I transitioned from being homeless into a house to have continued support and to build that into this, to our housing in a way that we can have still maintain control, that it's all in one facility. Because I know cities have a hard time maintaining control of affordable housing units that are interspersed and keeping track and making sure that the developers are doing and the property managers are doing exactly what they promised and intended to do. And so I think this model and working directly with both Eden and Core to make sure that the building is something that we want people to live in, and then after it's built, to ensure that it is a true home and community that people thrive in. I'm very excited about it, so thank you.
Great.
Move to approve the exclusive collaboration agreement with Eden and Core.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right.
Thank you all so much for being here tonight.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank
Thank you so
you.
much.
Now for the landmark construction contract amendment number 1, Ms. Van Raphorst.
Thank you again, President Tejada. Last month, the board approved a leaseback agreement with Landmark Construction to build our new adult school and district office. Tonight, I bring you the first amendment to this contract, which establishes a guaranteed maximum price of $723,173 for demolition and site work on this project. A subsequent amendment will come before the board when the bidding is completed for the other components of this work, so it's just 2 phases, I think. We might ask for more, but right now we're thinking it's just going to be 2 phases. And then the whole project is being paid for with bond funds. Our Director of Construction, Ms. Phillips, is here in case you have questions. And
Kevin Brennan from Landmark.
Cool.
wanted to make sure who was. All right.
I have no questions.
Neither do I. I'm just grateful that we're about to get started.
Yes, excited.
Move to approve landmark construction contract amendment number 1.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
Get going.
What are you doing here?
Yeah, we're moving quick. We're looking forward to getting out there and getting the demo
Great.
going, and there's a lot of interest in this project. It's a very attractive project, so even just the short window that we had for this first phase, we got really good participation, and we have a lot of interest in the next phase, so that's good.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Great.
Fantastic.
Great.
Wonderful.
Excited.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you both.
Yeah.
Thank you both. All right. Okay. On to the King Consulting Professional Services proposal.
All right, thank you again. For my last item tonight, I bring you a proposal from King Consulting. This firm works with school districts to help them access grants for facilities projects. As you know from our facilities master plan, our facilities needs are extensive, and the bond funds the voters have approved will not cover all of the costs. The available local, state, and federal grant funds are complicated to access, and we have not been successful in securing those funds in the last 6 years that I've been here. King Consulting specializes in working with small to medium-sized school districts, and they have a proven track record of securing funds for other local districts like Pacifica and San Bruno. So I'm really excited about partnering with them. Their fees can be paid out of our developer fees, which are really restricted, and I'm excited that that would be able to be paid for with that rather than impacting the general fund or even touching our bond funds. They can be paid with the developer fees. So with that, Ms. Phillips and I recommend that we approve this proposal from King Consulting.
Find some money.
Yeah. I mean, we know just any grant writing is extensive and hard, and you guys are really busy doing a lot of other things. And I know that I've heard just anecdotally from school board members and other people around, up and down the state, that facilities grant fund writing is just insane. So yes, whatever help that we can get, we definitely need, especially trying to get facilities funding out of the rock that is California. So yes, thank you.
Great. We have a motion to approve.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Yay. And consideration of future agenda items? None? Okay. We have a motion to adjourn?
Move to adjourn. Oh, no, you have something to read out for the adjournment.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. We adjourn tonight's meeting in honor of John Brink. John Brink, husband of longtime JUHSD board member Jean E. Brink, passed away peacefully on June 20th, 2022, at the age of 82. John was a member of the 101st Airborne Division and graduated from the Monterey Army Language School with a certificate in Russian language. Upon leaving the Army, John circumnavigated the globe by sea and worked many years in the computer field. John married Jean in 1967 and went on to have 2 children, Laura Brink Rittenauer and Adam Chapman Brink, along with 3 grandchildren, Serena Rittenauer and Avery and Tyler Brink. John and Jean celebrated their 55th wedding anniversary in May 2022. We, the Jefferson Union High School District Board of Trustees, send our condolences to Mr. Brink's family, friends, and host of loved ones. And with that, get a motion to adjourn.
To adjourn.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Meeting adjourned at